Your cat walks to the food bowl, sniffs once, then turns away. Later, you notice they're under the bed longer than usual. The change is small, but it breaks a routine. Most people assume the cat is being picky or just having a quiet day. That explanation feels harmless, but cats rarely show illness in obvious ways. The first signs are often easy to miss. Discomfort often appears first as a subtle shift in ordinary behavior. Small deviations matter. Cats evolved to hide weakness, so illness often appears first as small behavioral shifts. A skipped meal, extra hiding, a different reaction during petting. Each one can look normal in isolation. The signal is the pattern. Some changes shouldn't wait. In this video, you'll learn 7 behavioral warning signs that should trigger a call to your vet and how recognizing them early can protect your cat before a hidden problem escalates. Once you notice the first signal, the pattern becomes clear.
Number 1. Sudden loss of appetite. Pay close attention if your cat suddenly refuses food they normally enjoy. A cat that usually runs to the bowl may approach more slowly instead. They sniff the food, pause, maybe take a small lick, then walk away. Later, the bowl remains mostly full. The expected sequence, approach, eat, finish, quietly breaks. That change matters. Many owners assume the cat is simply being picky or uninterested in that meal, but a sudden appetite shift often signals something happening inside the body. When nausea, pain, or inflammation develops, eating becomes uncomfortable. The behavior stops reflecting preference and starts reflecting physical state. Cats hide illness well. Because of that, reduced eating is often one of the earliest visible signs something is wrong. Cats rarely skip meals without reason. What looks like a small break in routine can be an early health signal. If your cat refuses food for a full day, especially when that behavior is unusual, contact your veterinarian promptly. Early attention to appetite changes can prevent a minor problem from becoming serious. Number 2. Hiding more than usual. Notice when your cat begins hiding in places they normally don't use for long periods. A cat that usually naps on the couch or stays nearby suddenly disappears for much of the day. You find them under the bed, behind furniture, or inside a closet they rarely use. When you pass by, they remain there instead of stepping out or stretching as they normally would. Even familiar sounds, a food bowl moving or your footsteps in the hallway, don't bring them out quickly. The pattern has changed. Their usual spaces have shifted. Many owners assume the cat simply wants quiet or extra sleep. Cats do spend long hours resting, and hidden spots can look like normal independence. But when hiding replaces the usual routine, it often signals physical vulnerability. Cats instinctively seek enclosed spaces when they feel unwell. A quiet, sheltered spot helps them conserve energy and avoid stimulation while their body manages discomfort. Ill animals withdraw to protected areas. It's a protective instinct. Your cat isn't avoiding you, they're managing how they feel. If hiding becomes persistent or replaces normal daily behavior for more than a day, schedule a veterinary check to rule out an underlying health problem. If you're finding this helpful, consider subscribing. Learning to notice small behavior changes like these can make a real difference in protecting your cat's health. Number 3. Sudden aggression or irritability. Treat sudden irritability during petting or handling as a possible pain signal. You reach down to stroke your cat the way you always do. Instead of leaning into the touch, they pull back sharply. Ears tilt sideways. The tail flicks once. They step away faster than usual. When you try again, they swat lightly or give a quick warning nip. Sometimes the reaction appears only when you touch a certain area, the back, stomach, or hips. The interaction changes instantly. Many owners assume the cat is simply in a bad mood. Cats do set boundaries, and an occasional swat can mean they've had enough attention. But when irritation appears suddenly during normal contact, the cause is often physical discomfort. Pain lowers tolerance for touch. What once felt neutral can suddenly feel unpleasant or painful. The reaction protects the sensitive area. Pain changes behavior quickly. Cats that feel discomfort often become defensive when a sore spot is touched or moved. This isn't hostility, it's protection. Your cat may still trust you,
Their body is simply preventing further discomfort. If a normally tolerant cat suddenly reacts defensively to gentle handling, especially around the same body area, avoid pressing that spot and arrange a veterinary examination to check for possible injury or illness. Number 4. Sudden litter box changes. Monitor your cat's litter box habits closely and take sudden changes seriously. A cat that normally uses the litter box easily suddenly begins visiting it repeatedly. They step in, shift their weight, scratch the litter, then leave without producing much. Minutes later, they return and try again. Sometimes they remain in the box longer than usual, body tense, before stepping out and pacing nearby. In other cases, urine appears outside the box even though your cat has always been reliable. The pattern is changed, and the effort looks strained. Many owners assume this means the cat is acting out or reacting to litter, location, or stress in the home. But repeated trips, straining, or sudden accidents often point to physical distress. Urinary tract problems can make urination painful or difficult. When that happens, the cat returns to the box repeatedly, trying to relieve the pressure. The urge to urinate remains, but little or nothing comes out. Changes in litter box behavior are often one of the earliest visible signs of urinary problems. This isn't misbehavior, it's a medical warning. Your cat isn't ignoring their training, they're responding to discomfort. If you see straining, repeated unsuccessful litter box visits, or sudden accidents in a previously reliable cat, contact your veterinarian immediately to rule out a urinary emergency.
Number 5. Sudden lethargy or loss of energy. Track sudden drops in your cat's normal activity level. A cat that usually moves lightly through the house may start staying in one place most of the day. They remain curled there, even when the room becomes active. When you walk past, they lift their head but don't get up. Toys that usually trigger a chase sit untouched. Later, when they do move, the pace is slower. They may take the stairs instead of jumping onto surfaces they normally reach in one motion. The change is subtle, but the daily rhythm shifts. Many owners assume the cat is simply having a quiet day or catching up on sleep. Cats do rest for long stretches, so a slower day can seem normal. But when activity drops suddenly, the body is often managing internal strain. Illness, pain, or infection can make movement uncomfortable. Instead of exploring or playing, the cat conserves energy while the body deals with the problem. This isn't laziness, it's conservation. Your cat may be protecting energy while the body manages discomfort. If a normally active cat becomes unusually inactive, avoids movements they previously handled easily, or sleeps far more than usual for more than a day, schedule a veterinary examination to check for underlying health problems. Number 6. Rapid or labored breathing. Observe your cat's breathing when they are resting calmly. When a cat is relaxed, breathing is quiet and steady, often hard to notice without looking closely. But sometimes the rhythm changes. While lying down, the chest begins rising and falling faster than usual. The sides of the body move more with each breath. Your cat may remain still but breathe quickly, or sit upright with the neck slightly extended instead of settling comfortably. The pattern has changed, and it's happening at rest. Some owners assume the cat is overheated, stressed, or simply recovering from activity. Breathing can speed up briefly after running or play, but rapid or labored breathing during rest often signals a serious physical problem. When the lungs or heart struggle to deliver oxygen efficiently, breathing effort increases. The body tries to compensate by drawing air faster or with more force. The system is working harder. This is a medical warning. Your cat isn't choosing the behavior. Their body is trying to maintain oxygen under stress. If you notice rapid breathing, pronounced chest movement, or open mouth breathing while your cat is resting, seek veterinary care immediately. Changes in breathing require urgent attention. Number 7. Sudden collapse or severe disorientation. Treat sudden collapse, loss of balance, or severe confusion as an emergency. A cat moving normally may suddenly stagger while crossing the room. The back legs wobble, the body tilts. They pause as if unsure where they are.
Sometimes they collapse briefly onto their side before trying to stand again. When they do, the movement is uncoordinated, uneven steps, bumping into objects, or circling in unfamiliar patterns. The change is immediate and unmistakable. Some owners assume the cat slipped or was briefly startled. If the episode lasts only seconds, it can feel reasonable to wait and see whether things return to normal. But sudden collapse or loss of coordination often signals severe stress within the body. Neurological problems, toxin exposure, trauma, or dangerous metabolic changes can disrupt the signals between the brain and body. When that happens, balance and awareness break down quickly. Control disappears without warning. This is not a subtle signal, it's a medical emergency. Your cat cannot stabilize this alone. If your cat collapses, staggers repeatedly, or appears severely disoriented, seek emergency veterinary care immediately. Rapid treatment can make a critical difference for survival and recovery. Cats rarely announce when something is wrong. Most of the time, the signals appear quietly. A missed meal, a sudden change in routine, a reaction that feels slightly out of character. Individually, these moments can seem small, but once you understand what they may represent, they become important clues about how your cat is feeling. The goal isn't to worry about every small change, it's to recognize patterns that deserve attention. Because when something inside the body begins to struggle, behavior is often the first place it appears. And the sooner those signals are noticed, the sooner real help can begin. Watching closely isn't overreacting, it's responsible care. And for your cat, that awareness can make a real difference when it matters most.